dear users and distributors from different countries, welcome to join our webinar today. And the topic today is Meet Hanon, our instruments and applications for pharmaceutical industry. So firstly, our colleague, Dr. Tom, will give you our presentation. And after the presentation, our colleague will show you the real products. After the product instruction, my colleague, Mr. Alex, will take you to a tour for the Hanon plant. So we can start the presentation now. Are you ready, Dr. Tom?
Good morning, good afternoon, and perhaps good evening to our dear customers. I'm Tom, and today all our international business team members are in our plant to show you the instrument and applications of our Hanon Group product, mostly for pharmaceutical industry. And this is today, the presentation is around half an hour, and we will introduce about Hanon, and the most important part is our popular models that's used for pharmaceutical industries. And then we will show you our support and the service. So most of our attendants knows Hanon, and we invite you by our invitation link. So Hanon, you can see a broad view of our Hanon plant, which is in our Shandong province, very near to the east coast of China. And our plant is very big, it's more than 66,000 square meters. So we welcome you to visit us anytime if you like to see our R&D centers and our manufacturing plant. So Hanon Group started at 2006, and it mainly provide instruments and solutions for variety aspect of normal lives and industry. And the pharmaceutical customers is one of our main area of industry customers. Hanon Group has now 5 brands. One is Hanon, which is China's top 1 manufacturing for protein analysis. Also, it has a variety of product for photo optics and for titrators. Since joined Hanon at 2015, it's a 30 years experience company for microwave pre-treatment and microwave synthesis. Now its keywords are microwave and the pre-treatment. Gas is joined the Hanon Group in 2016, so it's 80 years ago. It's 20 years in the flavor detections. So it's global leader for GC IMS technology. IMS means ion mobility spectrum. Wuking is a company we founded for the HPLC chromatography. So that is the main instrument in the pharmaceutical industry. I think for big pharma companies, they need hundreds of HPLCs. And also, Hanon Group has one founded HISO instrument, which has automatic dissolution tester. It's very specifically for this kind of instrument. And we can see some members of Hanon Group. One, we have 5 R&D centers, 4 in China and 1 in Germany. Also, we have more than 500 employees in 2 countries. Our factory, we already show you the bird view, is 66,000 square meters. And we have export our machines more than 15 years. So our customer are expanded all around the world for more than 140 countries. So Hainan's product is very popular and trusted by our customers because we designed and manufactured by our own. So we are very proud by our whole industry chain manufacturing mode. So we have sheet metaling, machining, spraying, injection, and the surface also for SMT for the motherboard. And for our vessels, for plastics, the core parts we try to make by ourselves. And our colleague Alex will show you the factory and all our big machines in the last part. So let's go to the main part, our popular models in pharmaceutical industry. So we started by brand. So firstly, so it's a Hanon brand. We have element analysis, mostly for protein analysis. Then it's physical optics, which is very important for the pharmaceuticals for purities and the content of drugs. Titrators has hundreds of applications for the drugs detection and test. Second part is the single part. It's sample pre-treatment synthesis for the QC labs and the test labs. Also, we have microwave synthesis workstations for the R&D lab. Third is about our high performance liquid chromatography HPLC, and also the last part is a high resolution tester. Now, Hanon has a variety of element analysis theories. We can see we have Kajdial, Dumas, these two different technologies for the nitrogen detection. Also, we have salt text and the fluid fiber analyzer. And for the protein and the nitrogen determination, the USP standard is 461, has method 1 and method 2. And this cage dial has three different process. One is first the digestion, then distillation, and the titration. Our main part for the cage dial is for the distillation and the titration. Also, we have a hot plate for digesters and a lot of other optional scrubber for the acid absorption and the chillers for the maintenance of the machine. So our main product is the K1160 catch dial and the K1124 auto sampler. So this helps the lab to do the catch dial very smartly and automatic. It can consist of 24 position auto samplers, and the intelligent data processing is very smart with remote PC controls, and also it can connect to Lean system, and the data is transferred directly. So for pharmaceutical customers, our software fully complying with FDA 21 CFR standard. The titration with the color titrations with very precisely level. We have 3 level, 0.2, 0.4, and 1 microliter step. And we have very high precision color sensing. So for the whole Kajdial process, we have 4 different choice of digestion parts. We can see we have different digestion parts, and we have distillator and analyzer. Just we mentioned the K1160 and the K1124. It's our high-end models. So we do have K9860, which has distillations and the titrations function together. And also we have very basic K9840 only has distillation functions. There are some consumables and accessories that is needed for customers. And our software in our Hanon group, so it's mainly the software as the machine is Android system. So it's visualization icons to easily understand and operate. And this is software is fully used users management and also with other FDA standards. Also, another series of Hanon brand product is physical optical series. We have melting point, polarimeters, and refractometers. They are very important to detect the drugs with its purity and the content and its properties. So in the USP standard, it has all specific standard like 7H1 is optical rotations, it's polarities. Polarity is a certain property of some drugs. It has different asymmetric centers. So it is not for all the drugs, but it's very sensitively to identify the drugs and the purities. Also, refractive identity and the melting range point is the different ways and universally is for all drugs. Here I show you some examples of our machines. For example, our auto melting point apparatus, it has different models for different applications and the customers. So for pharmaceuticals, we always use a high end that has the software that complies to the FDA standard. This one is very smart with 4 samples one time. And also it has a video recording systems. It can detect the melting point start and finish by the software itself. It's precisely give you the data, and the high resolution CCD give you a very good recorded videos. Also, we have P5850 Pro digital polarimeters. It has 4 models like optical rotation, specific optical rotations, concentrations, and the sugar content. So it also has data backup and the Wi-Fi remote control. Also, the software is very compliant. The digital refractometers also has its all properties. It's like it has a long life called LTD, which does not affect any fluctuation of the temperature. And it's precisely control temperature from 10 to 50 Celsius. And its resolution is 0.0001 ND, which is very precisely. And also we have titration systems. This is our colleague Roger will show you the real machines later. So titrations, it can detect a lot of applications of pharmaceuticals, like the content of active pharmaceutical substance, and can do prochloric acid titrations. And for USP or Chinese standard, there are more than 300 or thousands different applications for this titrations. For our T60, it is fully functioned. It has the main machines and titration unit. Our standard product has 2 titration units. And for optionally, we can add to up to 4 titration units. its dosing accuracy, you can see it's very precisely and built in build rate. And also for customers using a large volume of solutions, we have P9605 dosing unit. The speed is can up to 100 milliliters per minute. Also, it has Wi-Fi controls by the computers, so it does not need a long wide connections. And also it has RI technology for sample information edit, so it can transfer the information to the software itself. And this one has optionally auto sampler with up to 18 positions. The auto sampler also has additionally lid opener functions, the spraying functions, and upper stirring. Then we move to the second part, the sinew part, and the microwave. Sinew is keywords we said it's microwave and pre-treatment. So its main product is microwave digestion systems for element analysis. So we also have solid phase extraction. However, it seems not that useful in pharmaceutical industry. So microwave digestion is two keywords. It close the vessel and the microwave irradiation. It can increase both the speed of thermal decomposition of the sample and the solubility of heavy metals in solution. So here it's not only the heavy metals. For example, for our chemical drugs, we need to digest it to decompose the carbons. So it will do not make any carbons at the ICP or AAS. And the USP standard is 232 and 233 element impurity analysis. And the sample pre-treatment is very important to give a fast experiment, and also it influence the errors a lot. We can see the pre-treatment at this time consumes a lot of time. So we need to fast and use a large ultra high throughput microwave. So this is tank series with safe and convenient operation because it's in high temperature, high pressure, and very acidic. This is the key factor we think about the safety. And also we have can consist of different vessel configurations. It can consist of 24, 40 and vessels with different configurations. So it's very high efficiency. Our machines is with very anti-corrosion designs, so it's durable in use and not fear about any explosion. Also, it has smart software like any Hanon Group product. It has Android software and the PC software together. This machine is controlled by the IR4 vessel scanning. So up to 40 vessels, all the vessel temperature can be monitored. And it has a multi-core optical fiber as optional choices for very precisely controls. And we have also optionally air pipe precise pressure monitoring. The software we can see it has Android software and complying with FDA standard. I will show you the machine later by myself. Also, for our R&D department, there is also interested in microwave synthesis. It is for a lot of topics like herb extraction. You know, in China, we use a lot of Chinese medicine, and it's still in some Asian countries, they do the same things. So it's so the herb extractions And also microwave can do a lot of protein analysis, protein studies, like peptides, nucleolide, this kind of small biomolecules. And also for chemical synthesis, it use microwave chemistries. Today, every year, still more than 2,500 papers published per year for this topic. So we have our popular model is U-Wave 2000, the microwave, ultraviolet, ultrasonic plant form. We can see here is the machine, and we also in our lab, we have the machines to show you later. The maximum reaction volume of this R&D unit is 2,000 milliliters, and it integrated other different energy like UV and ultrasonic, so it can do a lot of things. Here I show you some of the software issues, and we can see it can record the videos of your study. Now we move to a very important part of HPLC, which is every pharmaceutical company needed. There is no exception. So we can see we have working HPLCs, which is China's top quality HPLC with very smart GXP software. So we have different pump and auto sampler and the column oven and the detector's choices to set the machines. So our keywords for this working HPLC is reliability, precision, easy to use, and the compliance. Because of time limitation, I just give you some examples. So reliability is very important. Also, it's FDA's requirement. So we design, test, produce, and manage it. All the aspects we think about the reliability. So if you are very interested in our HPLC, how the details, you are welcome to visit our YouTube channel for our more details. So for the designs, we think about all the technology part. So we choose the latest technology and the trustable core part to design the machines together. And for the tested, we tested the COM and we use accelerating test for the COM for 10 years and the injection for 300,000 times to ensure its reliability. And for precisions, our best binary pump has a very precisely gradient differences. We can see 50% and 50.1 percentage. There is a sharp gap of the test, and also for different samples like caffeine and methamphetamine, it has a very good RSD result. And we have the very unique designs of our auto sampler needles. So it makes no difference for different pressures. It's a constant pressure needle. And designs, and we can test the caffeine 100 times, and we can see the retention time and the peak areas they fulfilled with the ISD standard. So also the precisely our software up to 27 integration events and the 3 quantitative calculation method is applied. So it can give a very smart and quick calculation and the result. Easy to use. So for example, our colleague Erica will show you the machine's details. I give you some examples. Our like our plunger raisings, it is automatically and as a standard configuration. Also, we can purge the pumps by the buttons also as well as the software. Our UVD and the DAD also has stop flow wavelength scanning and wavelength time programming for different analyses. So it will give the peaks with different analyses sensitivity. And the compliance we can see, so the HPLC, it's very strictly needed to comply with FDA requirement. So our working software, it has the light version, standard version, and the GXP version. And the GXP version fully complying with FDA standard. It has, we can see, and the difference of three different versions software. So here are some specifications of the different models. So we can see the maximum, and our machine, our HPLC can work at 72 megapascal maximally, and the auto sampler can consist of 108 samples with cooling functions for biosamples. Also, our column numbers and our detectors has a lot of choices. Here is all the choices we can have. We have 3 pumps. We have samplers with or without a cooling function. And we have 5 different detectors for your choices. And they can combine it together. And for pharmaceutical companies, the workstation is working GXP. And our last part is dissolution test. It is also needed at the pharmaceutical companies for chemical peels and for other kind of drugs. So for our ISO dissolution test, we fulfill a USP first, second, and the fifth, sixth method, like basket, paddle over disc, and the cylinders, like this. So we have 5 different ones, and the 4 there are 4 of USP standard, and all the 5 are Chinese standard. So it's an in vitro to in vivo to in vitro standard to detect for the quality control of pharmaceuticals and the pharmaceutical formulation development, drug bioequivalence studies, and analysis of quality issues. So we can see the machines like this, and I will show you the machine in our lab. In half an hour, you can see the machines. Also, it is the auto sampler is optional because our dissolution test, you can buy manual sampling and auto sampling. And the support and the service. So most of our products provide 2-year warranties, and some models we now provide 3 years warranty. For details, please contact our sales managers. Also, we have a professional technical support. So for machines, we will all provide online and the remote installation assistance, and we welcome you for our plant for the trainings of the instrument. We also go to our customer's site for the installations and the repair and the service. Here is the members of our international group teams. We have 3 girls and 5 boys. All are ready to help with your projects and the demands. And here is some coming events this year. For Hainan, we have CPHI at Shanghai and Analytica at Shanghai. They are at June and November. Also, this year we go to PittsCon at the US and Analytica at Mushin, but they already finished. But we will still have Arab Lab this September at Dubai. So if you have any chance, please visit us or email us for details. Thanks. And Jeffrey, please go to our lab illustration part. Hello, Jeffrey.
Yeah, hi Tom, I'm here.
Yeah. So please go to our machine illustration part.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Dr. Tom.
Okay,
Thank
good
you.
afternoon, everyone. I'm Uncle Wang, a chemical engineer from Hanon Technology. Today, I'm so glad to show you our latest product, the K1160 automatic Kaiser analyzer. And here we can see the three main parts of this analyzer. Here is the control interface. And here is the area for the distillation. And here we have two units where is for the absorption, and also we have the container for the standard solutions. And here is the main menu of this interface. And here we have four options where if we tap into the set menu, here we can set a method, like create a new method, or we change the current method. Now let's back to the main menu. And here is the wash and clean option. And here we can choose one option and we just clean the analyzer. And here is the test page. And we can set up all the information of our samples. And here we click on the set menu, and here we can set the name and also the quality of the sample. After the methods has been set and also all the information of samples has been imported, and then we choose this batch. So click run to launch the whole test. And the test will be automatically processed. So there's nothing we need to do, but just waiting for the final results. Sometimes when we have to deal with big scores of samples, and it could still be very tiring if we have to reload the samples one by one by our hands. So that's why we have the K1124 automatic sampler to solve this problem. Please move the camera close to here. And let me take this off. And as we can see, the sampler is a big wheel and have multiple positions for the samples. So what we need to do is we just put all the samples into the wheel and be sure we remember the sequence so we won't miss up. And then everything will just be the same like before. We set a method and we type in all the information of our samples, and then we'll click run and leave the rest to the K1160. And after 1 or 2 hours later, we just come back and check the final results. A wonderful point of this instrument is it can connect to other devices by both USB port and a wireless connection. So that makes the data treatment a super easy process. We can just export it, we can print it, or we can just directly check the data on our laptop connecting to this analyzer. And that makes the whole process very manpower saving and also time saving. And this is our latest product, the K1160 automatic Kaiser analyzer.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. That is impressive. Now let's go to the next lab. That is for our microwave digester. Okay, let's go. Hi, Dr. Lang.
Hello. So glad to see you again. So this is Tom who gave you the presentation about Hanon's product of the pharmaceutical applications. And then now I here present to you our single product with our digesters, and here is the synthesis unit. So for digesters, we have a lot of choice for big labs and small labs. So here is the tank echo. Tank echo means it has different choice for 6 vessels, 8 vessels, and 10 vessels. So it's a compact design. And this is tank 40, so it has different choice of 24, start from 24 vessels and 40 vessels. We can see here is the structure. Here is one choice of 40 vessels. The vessel volume is 55 milliliters with auto release cap. So when it's over pressure, it will release the overpressure automatically. Here is also a choice for the pharmaceutical companies. This is a 24 vessel structure, and the volume is 110 milliliters. And also for pharmaceutical, we have a lot of different applications and notice. For example, for the pharmaceuticals that needs low acid requirement, we can put these small vessels into the digestion vessel like this. So there are two structures with one machine, and it has a lot of different upgradations with our older models. This is a machine 10 years ago now. This is our latest models. You can see with two big screens. One is for the video monitoring inside, and also here is we say the Android system. We can see it's visualize the icons to understand this machine very easily. When we open the machine, it will start the fan itself because it's a high acidic environment. So I turn off the machine. We can see here is the sensors, or is the IR sensors and the position sensors. And here is a turntable for different carousels. This is a 2 magnitude systems. So up to 40 vessels, 40 samples can digest at a time. While just as I said, the tank echoes, it is 1 magnitude systems. And it can digest up to 10 at a time. But also it has 4 vessel monitoring, means all the vessels, here is 10 vessels or 40 vessels, all the vessel temperature can be monitored. Here is also the one very popular in our research labs or R&D labs for the pharmaceutical companies. It's U-Wave 2000. It combines the U-Wave, ultrasonic, and also ultraviolet. So we didn't see here, come here. So at this time, we didn't see the UV light because we have LED long life UV lights, and they'll have different choice for different wavelengths. So once you settle the need which kind of wavelengths, we will put the UV light on. So this can also do the pressurizer reactions. So up to 500 milliliters vessels can put to the microwave for the pressurizer reaction. And the pressure can go up to 2 megapascal. It's very high and can do a lot of study to industry. So next our colleague Roger will show you our photo optics machines. Yeah.
So next we will go to the titrators. Hello, Mr. Roger.
Hello. Hello, everyone. So this is our lab for the titrators. So I will be the person who introduce all of our titrators. So you will see this is our standalone potentiometric titrators. So this is actually this is a new model. We just do the we make some demonstration and to check the quality in our laboratory. So this is a standalone model with integrate with magnetic stealer. So we can put a cup here and put a sample inside. So this model will be ready to ship after 2 or 3 months, maybe. Okay. So here we have our automatic models. So this is a T960. So this is an automatic potential metric titrator up to 4 buildings. So we can do the different 4 different reagents. And this is especially for the pharmaceutical industry and for the some titrations for the medical. And for these models, we have auto samplers here. So auto sampler, we have different routers. So we have a 12 precision, 16 precision, and 18 precisions. So besides that, we also have a dozen device for the high volume titration. And for this unit, because we especially designed for the pharmaceutical industry, so we have a PC software. So it's full compliance with 21 CFR Part 11. So you will see this is our software. Is we have a different module here. We have testing data method and setting, and also for setting we have a full users administration. We can set up different levels for the user account. Also, is we have a full audit trail for all the behavior and also logging. So this is for our automatic titrators. But here we also have the volumetric titrator and also colorimetric titrator. So these two models already sell in China for several years, and I think it will be shipped for overseas market in the near future. Okay, so these two models, especially for the volumetric, is really very popular for the pharmaceutical industry. I think in the future, it should be one of our most important product. Okay, so now I will show you our physical optics product. Okay. So this is our polarimeter and refractometer and melting point. For all these 3 device is full compliance with 21 CFR Part 11. Also, you will see for these models, we have different functions for measurement, for data management and setting, and also for user management. So you will see here, if we go to data, we can print directly from our needle printer. Also can connect with the laser printer. Also, we can output to the PC with MD file, PDF file. Okay. So for these models, we can put our temperature control tube inside, and this is the temperature monitoring probe, can monitoring the temperature of the samples. Okay, so here is our refractometers, and refractometers we have the same features like polarimeter. We are full compliance with 21 CFR, and you will see we have a full data here for the history data. We can print and export, and also when we do the testing, we can just one touch for testing, and also we can do the parameter settings. We can do the different measurement for optical rotation or refractive index or others. And also these models we integrate with calibration. So customer can do the calibration by themselves. The last one is for our melting point. So for this unit is also is one of our most popular models for the optical physics products, and they have a lot of application for pharmaceutical. But main application for that is for to check the purity of the raw materials, and also for our experience, we also sell to the domestic industry. There's a lot of customer from this industry. So for these models, we can see we can set up the different user level and for user management, and also we can do the testing with 4 capillaries and can with 4 samples, and it can measure the initial melting point and also the final melting point. So for these models, we have a different, for this product, we have a different models. We have a manual model, we have an automatic model. So this is our automatic model, and we also have manual models. So it's a wide choice for our customer. Okay, thanks for your time. Now we can move to our Eric, my colleague Eric will introduce our HPLC. Eric.
Hello everyone, I'm Anita, and I'm here to show you the HPLC system from Woking. You can see our P2025 HPLC is product and developed from Woking Instrument, proud member of Hanon Group in China, and its performance is equivalent to that of Shimadzu LC28 and Agilent 1260. Its performance is so good, then it's be capturing attention from various industries because of its precision, reliability, easy to use, and the compliance. So let's see the design. We can see we followed the classic modular design, starting from the top with the pump, and then the auto-sampler, followed by the cooling oven, and finally the detectors. And don't forget our software, which is in-house developed software control system. And we have many choice for every modular. For the pump, you can choose the isophoretic pump, binary pump, and quaternary pump. The auto sampler offers the temperature controlled or conventional versions, which while the cooling oven lets you pick one with or without cooling functions, and the detector modular. There also have many choice like UVD, DED, ELSD, FLD, and RID. Then for our R&D team, they introduced the concept of reliability design with sourced core components from same global suppliers, same as the top international brands, plus any custom parts are manufactured with our full industrial chain, ensuring the top-notch qualities. Here, we can see our company. We can see some details like the pump. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. This is the four-port button. It's a very really clever design. We can purge it. We can purge it in the pipe in the pump. Um, when the instrument is separated from the computer. Also, of course, we also can set the purge process on the software. And then let's see the auto sampler. Yeah, the auto sampler. We can see the six-way valve and the pump is able in front of loaded for the operation and maintenance. And like the sample trio, we can see, and it is reset, yeah, automatically. Yeah. And for the volume oven, there is triple protection, like the liquid leakage, temperature control, and the real-time monitoring. As we mentioned before, the detector, we have many choice, which type detectors you need to choose. It depends on your samples. And let's see software. We can see here is a list, category list, and here is the convenience bar. We can quickly make a method, make a new method, or open a old one method. And here is the monitoring. We can see the mobile phase, pump, auto sampler, and volume over. Also, our detectors status, the real-time status. That's if you really interesting or software, and you can leave the message and contact us. We will send you the demo software. So you can see the software is so very useful. Even though you are a new one, you will be up and running in 2 hours. So that's all about the HPLC system. Next, let's invite Tom again to learn more about the household dissolution tester.
Hello, it's me again, Tom. So here I present to you the household dissolution tester. We can see here is a 12 position dissolution tester, and we also have other choices like six positions and 8 positions. As all the international standard, including the US standard or the Chinese standard, they always ask to at least six samples a batch. So for this, our high-end models, we can do 6 samples individually. So the left part and the right part, they can run different programs. Let's see, for example, we said there are 5 different styles. Here is, I show you the little basket. Here is a paddle. And for the software, we can choose them individually. For example, I start the paddle now, and I can stop the paddle immediately. Okay, how to stop it? Okay, it stopped right now. And here is a little basket. It stopped immediately. And for this one, we have a water bath with UV light antibacterial functions. So because of all the solutions, they stimulate the stomach and or other kind of organs. So they have a lot of environment for bacteria. So UV light can kill the bacteria, make very smoothly running. And this one is also have a hydration part. So rehydration part. So after you take out the samples, it need to rehydrate the solutions to put the same volume solutions back. So it has the same temperature of the water bath, and it can put into the rehydration process, can be automatically by software or manually by your hand. So here is the machine with the auto sampler. So auto sampler is optional. So this one is the sampling rack. It can do auto sampling. By auto sampling part is here. You can see. So it can do the auto sampling, or you can put your needles here to do the manually sampling. And this one is also, we have several parts. I can show you. Here is the sampling needle sampling part. So the sampling part also embedded the temperature sensors. So after you lower down the machines, the paddles, and it will detect the solution temperature. And once it's reached the settled temperature, the pills are here, will drop into the solutions automatically. And the auto samplers are different. For example, you have eight position dissolution test, then we will provide a choice of 8 position auto sampler. For this one, it's 12 to 12. So we can see there are 12 samples at a time. So we can say it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like that. It's this auto sampler, it's a plus, and this is our high-end machines. Here is what I show you around about our ISO dissolution test. And in our lab, we also have other instruments. And maybe you are interested. I will give you a quick work. Here is the UV disc. We have UV disc, and it's our high-end. Here is the wash machines. So the wash machines can release the labels and make a very clean wash. A lot of additional parts, like we say we have chillers. Yeah, here we have fat analyzer or fiber analyzers, and this is Dumas. Dumas for different element analysis, including nitrogen, oxygen, sulfate, phosphate like this. And we go to the room of gas to show our customer a little about the gas. Here is the GCINS ionic mobile spectrum gas for the flavor test. So it's all Germany made. Here is what I will show you at our lab, and the Hanon owned and self-designed and manufactured the product. And later we will give the screen to our colleague Alex. He will show you around to our manufacturing plant. We still have some other products. Here is some of single brand, but it's organic pre-treatment. It's fast extractions. Fast extractions. Here is the nitrogen concentrators. Here is the centrifuge, and here is the ultrasonic breakers, like that. Let's move to Alex.
So this is Alex, and I'm also from Hanon's International Sales Department. So after the presentation from Tom for the company, and also for my colleagues, the introduction to the various instruments, and now I would like to, I assume you're also curious about how the instruments are manufactured to make sure that we can generate positive feedback from the market. So follow my lead. I will give you a short tour glimpse of what our factory look like. So yeah. So this factory was actually established in 2014. And along the years, we made a lot of more investment to the company. And as you can check from this way is showing our administration building. So it hosts our colleagues from procurement management, from accounting, and also for some quality assurance department. And on this side, this is our activity employee, our colleague activity building. So it has a dormitory and a cafeteria, and also on the third floor there is the activity court. We have badminton, we have ping pong, we also have some pool tables there. So the focus today should be the workshops, the plants we call it. So I'm gonna give you a tour of our plants. So there are two plants for manufacturing. On the right side, you can check here. We call it our precision plant. So we have the processing masters like machining, like sheet metal, like model injection, and also you have a spray or painting in-house. And on the left side, you can check it's our assembly line. So firstly, we go to check in detail of what equipment we have in our precision workshop and to check our capability and ability for manufacturing.
Alex, are you using Wi-Fi now or 5G?
5G.
Maybe you can try to Wi-Fi because the camera is a little bit unclear.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I will try to move slowly because the picture is kind of a blur. So the company was then public in 2020, and we got the cash from the capital market, and the most of the cash was invested in the development of our ERP systems, as well as investing in the equipment or the machines for manufacturing. As you can check here, it's showing the status of our manufacturing and showing how many products are under production, how many units are going to produce in the near future, from what's the batch, and also with some numbers to identify the parts and also the instruments. So I bet you can guess there are a lot of your instruments are under production here. So this is our machining workshop. We did investing a lot in our facilities and the machine for manufacturing. So as you can check, the brand that we are using is almost the most advanced in the world. And so I will, because of the network, I will just try to move slowly. So Mozart. So Mozart is also one German or Japanese brand for manufacturing, and also, and you can check this part is the pump head actually because of the high pressure of the HPLC. So you have to be very durable and very smooth, and they are doing some polishing also. So the HPLC or for working manufacturing here. And also another point I would like to mention is our robot, our automatic manufacturing group. So we have 4 groups here. As you can check, we have a robotic arm that they can catch robotic arm, so they can catch the parts from three directions and manufacture. After that, I can probably to present here that only one person is needed for the whole process. For the whole process. So we have four groups because of the time constraint. I'm not going to more details to the end. Just to give you a full picture of what it looks like. And this room, they also have a very advanced equipment here, and most of the time it's locked. What I want to mention here is the temperature is constant, which means we will keep a constant temperature to avoid even minor change of the change of the raw materials to make it more more constant of each batch. Okay, so follow my lead. We would say our sheet metal, the workshop or the production line. So the sheet metal is mainly for manufacturing metals, like a stainless steel, like a big shell of the instrument, to make it more durable and more smooth, with without creating without creating problems for the equipment for the instruments. So as you can check, the brand is also Amanda. So it's a laser coating. So they put the metal, the stainless steel here on the platform, and they cut by laser. So what's the advantage? The advantage of this equipment is they can use algorithm to calculate what can be the most economic way to cut the sheet to cut the sheet metal. Okay, and this part is just the part is just after manufacturing, after the first step manufacturing. So it's used for R&D purpose. So it's very quick. So the manufacturing can be very quick to supply the demand for R&D people. And also, this is one auto sampler, like just like our lab instruments, they input the raw materials on the top and put in the machine for further manufacturing. Also, this one is also a robotic automatic one. So our colleagues are also doing some manual ones because uh, because now we do not have a big volume to for the further manufacturing. Yes. And the coming up is our no, and the coming up is our model jack injection model injection workflow. So I think we need to go inside. Oh, so they just want to give you an idea that or those are the equipment, the idea of what parts can be manufactured here. So we use the FEP or PMA or PIG or PFA, for as the raw material that we manufacture the housing of the instruments and to make it very durable and very tough. And this one is for painting, because this one is for painting. So for painting is the for polishing the surface of the instruments. So actually, because now the pollution restrictions, the regulations in China, so this procedure can be very hard to operate because it creates pollution. So it's very hard to find the suppliers. So we decided to do it by ourselves. So the master, so we gave it a name like a fourth supply chain, a fourth industrial chain. So this is because we really go deep into the very first step of the raw materials of of the parts and components, and to give it a reliability for the instrument, because we think the reliability of the instruments is majorly relying on the reliability of the parts, and it gives us a lot of advantages. For example, it can give us a better quality control and also cost of efficiency in the future, because in the beginning you invest a lot in the machineries, in the equipment, so it will cost you a lot. Compare you also to third parties, or you buy parts from third parties, and also it can you can boost your R&D efficiency. This is because normally the traditional way, if you outsource to a third party for the R&D parts, you will need a lot of time to collect from your suppliers. And now in the morning, the R&D people give a demand to the workshops, and in the afternoon they can collect the parts they are wanting, because now for R&D people, the testing of the protocols is a key job of them. So they need to test the functionality and the features of their R&D work. Okay. So this is our assembling line, and this is another workshop for SMT, for the PCB. For the PCB board manufacturing. So it's also very hard to find such suppliers because you have such small quantity demand. So it's very hard, even your suppliers, even they are willing to supply you with such a small quantity, it's very hard for you to maintain such good quality. So we decided to do by ourselves. And also on the other side, we can also do the terminals, wire terminals. We can do the wires. So it's easier because for replace, or for a big quantity. And this is the first floor, and we also have our warehouse, and for the raw materials and for the finished goods. Because of a time constraint, I'm not going to show you any more in the first floor, but we go up to the second floor, and I will show you our assembly line. Later side, you have the camera shooting at me. This year we also have our the ERP system upgraded for also for the assembly line, so you can monitor the process for the sales people to follow up what's the latest progress of the manufacturing, and also definitely to deliver to you as a last stop. And this is the workshop for, we call it our organic elements instrument manufacturing. Just to give you an idea. So different instruments, and I also want to show you our quality inspection line here. So every instrument will be tested here, and they do a lot of testing and also including the functionality testing. So as you can check from here, it's a very intelligent, smart design here. So the solvent will be collected and will be, there is an angle, so from up down, like a 15-degree angle. So all the solvents will be collected by this tube at the end of this tank. And also we have our waters collected also at the end of this tunnel and be purified again to reuse for recycling. Another one is our another workshop is our HPLC, the working line. So working as a strategic business unit for us, we really invest a lot into this specific instruments. So this part is for assembling, and inside is for the quality testing, the final step before they ship out of the factory. So our colleagues will be working here, you know, and I'm sure that your devices, your instruments, is also testing here, lining up on the table. So yeah, we're not going into this. Sorry, we're not going into inside of this workshop, but just give you one idea what instruments we are manufacturing. We have a this workshop is for the dissolution systems, as well as for the polarimeters and the melting points and refractometers workshop. And we have our microwave digester systems manufacturing workshop. I'm not going to more details because to us it's pretty much the same. So I give you more about so we can have a look at the instruments we are manufacturing here. Those are the others microwave digester system ovens. So some instruments are also lining up on the table for the process. And also the last step of the tour, last workshop of the tour is our packaging workshop. And as the last stop before they ship out, this is our colleagues are doing the packaging. So we have various packagings, including the carton and the wooden and some plastic ones. And also for some plastic ones we manufacture in-house here. It's because their volume, they can take a big area. If we buy from the third party outside, so we decided also to do it here by ourselves. So this is pretty much all about the factory tour. So I would like just to wrap up for just give you a quick idea. Because for scientific instruments, this industry, the quantities, if we compare to cars to some laptops, the quantities are really small. Let's take China for instance. Sorry, for instance. So for the candidate, maybe 1,000 units per year, you can be the top player in Chinese market. But for 1,000 instruments can be really a small number for your suppliers. So they are not willing to supply such small quantity to you. Even for you, it's very big. So it's very hard to maintain the quality of your suppliers and also the goods, the products they offer to you, the parts they offer to you. So we finally built up this factory till today from 2014. And we can see many benefits of building up this. First one, we can boost the R&D efficiency. Also, we can control better of the quality and more cost efficiency. And thirdly, we can minimize the supply chain risk. And also, there are many further advantages coming up. We can see in the market, as long as we run it, in a long term. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you for today. Jeffrey.
Okay. Thanks everyone today to join our webinar. And we have an exhibition next month in Shanghai. If you visit this exhibition, we warmly welcome you to visit our factory after it, and we will organize the training accordingly. If you need any product information, please contact the sales to provide more information to you. And okay, let's finish today. Thank you for joining. Bye.